That's fine. As long as it's not whatever color you wrote in.
Can it go back in the bit? Take a really long line and goes all the way outside.
That's fine. Cynthia, Adriana, did y'all do your homework? No? Will you write that on a sticky? Did you do your homework? 1 and 3 from Thursday. Will you write that on a sticky and put it up there? Alright, are we ready? So it said, write an equation in point-slope form from the given information. 1 and 3 are exactly like our first Flappy where we write an equation given the slope and the point. So all you had to do was plug it in. Remember, point-slope form is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. It gives us our slope. It gives us our point. So I'm going to label these x1, y1. And then my equation is going to become y plus 7 equals negative 5 times x plus 3.
I got that.
Yay! Awesome.
Even if the 7 is negative?
Now, why did I change that to a plus? Who can tell me that?
The 3 was negative?
One more time?
The 3 was negative?
Because the 3 was negative, and why did I change the 7 to a plus?
Because it was negative as well.
Yes, and our equation is y minus y1, correct? So if we wrote it to begin with, we would write it as y minus a negative 7 equals negative 5 times x minus a negative 3. And when we have two negatives, what do? We change it to a plus sign. So these two signs right here are always going to be opposite of whatever your sign is in your point. Every time, it's going to be opposite of whatever's in your point. Did anybody get that right? 2 people? Are you kidding me?
I left it negative. I left it negative.
You left a y minus a negative? Okay, that's okay. So, did we get either the light green or the dark green? Either one. Okay. What did you do, Emily?
I did the y and x plus.
Okay, well, baby, it's in point-slope form. And did you use your notes where it told you what to do? Okay. Yes.
I got it right except the x minus 2.
X minus a negative 3?
Yeah, but the 7 I got.
You left it as plus 7 and then minus a negative? That's okay. Just whenever you have 2 of these, I want you to get in the habit of changing it. Alright, so for number 3, we have x1, y1. So if I just plug these in without changing any signs, I would have y minus a negative 3 equals 1/3 times x minus 2. And then minus a negative, we change that to a plus. So y plus 3 equals 1/3 times x minus 2. Now remember, it is always going to be the opposite sign. So opposite of positive 2 is minus 2. Opposite of negative 3 is plus 3. So opposite sign. Did anybody get that one right? Woo! 5 people. That's exciting. Great job, Taters. Did any of you use your notes to do this? The people who got it right? It's crazy how that works if we use our notes. Crazy. Alright, let's review our notes then since we're struggling a little bit. And we're going to write another example down. So go back to your Flappy. We are here. To your foldable. Alright, so we use point-slope form when they give us a slope and a point because it's called point-slope form. Open this up. And please make sure you've made your corrections in marker. So remember, for this one, it passes through 2, negative 8, and has a slope of 3, 5. So we have y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. It is always the opposite of whatever our sign is. So this is a negative 8. What's the opposite of negative 8? So we wrote plus 8. And then we just plug in our slope, and then x minus 2 because it's a positive 2. Alright, so now I want you to write, we're going to call this A. I want you to write an equation in point-slope form if it passes through negative 4, 3, and has a slope of negative 2/5. Do y'all want to do it together, or you think you can try it on your own? Kind of mutters and grunts, and I don't really know what those mean. I don't know what you're saying still. Just enunciate.
Good morning, teachers.
Why are you screaming?
Good morning.
I stubbed it yesterday.
Okay, come on, baby. This. No, I don't care. I don't care. No. Don't care. Good. Let me come check.
We are sending all the tardy students to class. If you had marked them absent, just send me an email, but we're just sending them on to class at this time. Please let them into your room.
Go. So hopefully by now you have written on your paper at least the first part of the formula, and you should have y minus 3 equals negative 2/5 times x plus 4. All right. Okay, well, fix it, Pumpkin.
I just gotta add a
All right, so what notes can we make so that you can remember how to write this? Should we write in always put opposite of the points? All right. Always put opposite sign of points. Does the slope sign stay the same, or does it change? Okay. So slope sign stays the same. Does anybody feel like they need another practice problem on this before we go to 2 points? Speak now. Okay. Love honesty. You need one? Okay. You just mutter stuff. I don't know what you're saying.
I think we're good with that.
We're not. Oh, okay. Sorry, Tater. All right, so we're going to do our next problem on the top part of our flappy up here. So, move your paper down or get ready to write up there or something.
Did you get ice?
I did. It was a lot. There's still ice on my car. There's still ice on my porch. There's still ice on my driveway. I slid down my driveway. It's very scary getting here this morning.
My stairs were put in ice, and I slipped and fell in like a pothole next to my stairs.
Yeah. So we're going to write our next problem up here. Please make sure you write the point and the slope just like I write. Write the point and the slope just like I write. So we're going to call this B. We're going to do 2 more like this, and then we're moving on. So B is 6, 2 with a slope of 5. And C is going to be negative 7, negative 8 with a slope of 1/2. I know. So remember, we're still writing in point slope form, so you're still going to use this same equation that we have down here at the bottom. It's the same exact thing. Awesome. 15 seconds. Let's go. We got to be ninjas. We have a limited time together today. And we got all kinds of things to cover. It's on the board. 10:30. Y'all are a bunch of weirdos.
Josh slapped his neck so hard.
That's all you
You
do.
slapped your neck so hard.
Dingy.
That's it. There's nothing else that you do to this.
All you hear is oh, it's white.
Alright, are we ready?
Yes.
No.
Are you done with B? Okay. Alright, so for B, you should have y minus 2 equals 5 times x minus 6. Yes or no?
Yes.
Woo!
I got that.
Does anybody need to clarify what we did, or
Wait.
okay? All right, are we done with C?
Yes.
Anybody not done with C?
No.
Me, I'm not done with C. All right, so for C, you should have y plus 8 equals 1/2 times x plus 7. Yes or maybe?
Yes.
Woo! Did everybody get that one right?
I did mine. Stop.
She's gonna go home and just right.
Just need you to go home and practice.
You like
Okay. All right, so we've done a slope and a point, or a point and a slope. So now we're going to go given 2 points. Open this. So we are still writing in point slope form, but they gave us 2 points. So what must we do?
We have to get this.
Work it out.
We have to work it out. We have to get the slope. So step 1, get slope. Who remembers slope formula? And don't you dare say y equals mx plus b. Miriam?
X plus X. Y2 minus Y1. And then the line.
That means what?
Then.
Divided by?
Oh, divided by X2 minus.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Alright, so we need to label our points every single time. Remember, the first one is x1, y1, and then x2, y2. Yes, no, maybe. Oh, taters. Oh, taters. Alright, so what's our y2?
-9.
So we have -9 minus what? 7. Divided by what?
-8.
Minus.
4.
Alright, what's -9 minus 7? What's -8 minus 4? Alright, can anybody tell me what that reduces to? How did you get that? You divided by what? Awesome. So we're going to divide both the top and the bottom by 4. Or -4. And 2 negatives make a what? So 16 divided by 4 gives us 4. 12 divided by 4 gives us 3. Does everybody see where we got that from? Are you sure? Oh, Emily. It's your face.
I would say what you remind me of, but like
It's recording.
yeah.
Alright, so step 1 is to get the slope. Step 2, plug in to point slope form. What is point slope form, tater tots? Equals m times x minus x1, correct? And didn't we already label our x1, y1 up here? So we're just going to use those. Alright, what's our y1? So are we going to write -7 or +7? -7. So y minus 7 equals 4/3. Wait, stop. Pump the brakes. Does everybody see where we got 4/3 from? Are you sure? We got 4/3 from when we found our slope. Are you in the same classroom as us? Okay. Josh, dang. It's recording. Stop. Alright, then parentheses. What comes after the parentheses? And no, just x. Alright, what's our x1?
-4. I mean, +4.
So are we going to put minus 4 or plus 4? Minus 4. Boom. We're done. Put a box around it, put a heart around it, put a potato around it, baby Jesus it, whatever you got to do.
What does putting potato around it look like? Oh, that's wonderful.
Look at me go.
You can put the eyes in the potato.
Why is it a bubble?
It just came out of the ground.
Okay. All right, so do we need to practice another one like this? We're going to practice another one because y'all scaring me a little bit. So we're going to write it up here. Yes, we have a test Friday. Now, please, okay. Remind me in 5 minutes to talk about that. 6 minutes to talk about that. Yes. Our test on Friday. Because we'll talk about it in a minute. All right, so our new equation passes through. Our new line, rather. We're going to write the equation line that passes through. Pick the first point. 1, 7. Okay. And next one.
14.
All right, 1, 7, and 5, 9.
Oh.
All right, so step 1, find the slope without me. Use the same formula that we just did on the previous example. Oh, potatoes. All right, my love crown. All right, so we have 1/2. And then step 2 is to plug into point slope form, which is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. So we labeled x1 and y1 already. So it's just y minus 7 equals 1/2 times x minus 1. Yay! And what should we do with our answer?
Talk about the test, Miss Ed.
I want you to
Wait, we got a graph. Alright, so make sure you baby Jesus or hearted or circled or potatoed your answer. And now we're going to talk about graphing, which is very, sweet potatoes. Very, very, very easy. So, open to graphing. Yes. Thank you. 2 more minutes. I can do this. We got this. This is easy. Alright, so when you're graphing, what you need to do is you need to first get your point. So remember, points are in XY form. And it's always the opposite sign. So remember when we wrote right here, always put opposite sign of points. So this would be the opposite sign. So what's the opposite of positive?
Negative.
So our point would be -2, comma what? What's the opposite of -1? Positive 1. So take the opposite of your signs. To get the point, take the opposite. So to get point, take the opposite. Write that note in your notes. So it's point slope form. That means they give us a point and they give us our slope. What is our slope? 2.
Oh, wait.
I'm going to write it in purple. So we have a point, we have our slope. Can we graph it from here? All you have to do is what? We don't have to distribute, get our winders. This guy right here. That guy. Plot your point. Right? First, plot your point. So 1, plot point.
How do we go?
All right, so our point is negative 2, 1. So you go left 2, up 1. Then what would we do from there? You use your slope. Up 2, and then right 1. Up 2, right 1. Boom, connect your dots. And then you're done, and that's it. So when you're graphing tonight for your homework, which for your homework tonight you're going to finish the rest of your homework page, first get your point, then plot the point, use the slope. So this is your homework tonight. Now, let's